This film starts in Venice, where an auction house is about to hold an auction. Wealthy people, wearing masks, are seated in anticipation. This is where we meet the main character, Cyrus. He is very smart and has once again planned a heist with his friends. We are introduced to Cyrus's team, with him at the top. The team includes a pilot girl, a locksmith who can easily break all kinds of difficult locks, a girl hacker, a boy engineer, and an elderly man who assists them in their heists. At this time, the elderly man is with Cyrus at the auction house. There are cameras everywhere, monitored by the police. The most senior officer is Abby, who met Cyrus a long time ago. They had become friends, but when Abby discovered Cyrus was a big thief, he devised a plan to catch Cyrus on a mission. However, Cyrus, being very clever, managed to escape. This time, Abby is fully prepared with his team to catch Cyrus red-handed as soon as he attempts to steal. The auction begins, and the first item is a very expensive painting, which sells for 20 million. Cyrus and his companions, who were already in place, steal the painting before it reaches the customer. They then sell it for 20 million in the black market. Next, the most special item, an NFT, is brought up for auction. The creator, who wished to remain anonymous, wore a mask. The NFT had about 200 cameras installed, which recorded and edited videos very well. The bidding starts at 15 million and goes up to 25 million. This time, the hacker presses a button, causing a power outage and an explosion, leading to chaos. While the wealthy attendees are trying to escape, Cyrus takes action. He himself places the 25 million bid and approaches the NFT creator, telling him to come to his place where the NFT and money exchange would occur. Abby, observing from above, sees Cyrus and his team trying to escape. She and her team follow them on a special speedboat. They manage to fool the police and set up barriers, causing the police to get stuck while they escape to their ship. There, they celebrate their successful heist. Abby, still investigating, carefully reviews the auction footage and notices Cyrus's partner, the elderly helper, who is still there. They capture him and discover that the stolen NFT's value in the black market has soared from 30 million to 80 million. To activate it, they need the real owner, so they kidnap the creator. Cyrus speaks to him, explaining that the NFT was originally to be sold for 25 million. Now, because of the theft, it will sell for 80 million in the black market. Cyrus assures him that they didn't kidnap him for nothing. They plan to sell it in the black market and give him half the profit, benefiting both parties. He tells the creator not to worry and to enjoy the party. Cyrus's team's helper was sitting in front of Abby, answering all her questions. Abby warned him, "I will put you in jail and expose your truth to everyone. It would be better if you tell us everything about your team." The helper revealed, "My team is in London at the moment. If you want to catch them, you have to go there with me." Abby then travels to the London Police Department with her friends. There she meets another officer who informs her, "I have secretly found out that the biggest mafia leader, named Lars, has recently made deals with the market shares, causing the prices to fluctuate. He has made a significant profit. However, due to this profit, not only did the market prices fluctuate, but chaos spread throughout the city. This chaos caused a flood, drowning houses and claiming lives. All this happened because of the market disruption. And now, Lars is planning to do the same with another share. This time, a very big mafia is also involved. They plan to execute this within the next 2 months. Lars will first pay that mafia. The payment won't be in gold, not just 1 or 2 kilos, but 10 tons. I need you to break this deal and stop the payment." The officer continues, "We are looking for someone who can think like a thief and catch thieves. Obviously, for this job, we need a mastermind thief. And you know who he is, Cyrus." Abby immediately responds, No, sir, nothing can happen as you think. You want me to go to Cyrus and ask him for help, and he will be willing to help us? Never. It is impossible." The officer insists, You have to convince him somehow so that we can stop Lars. Abby agrees and immediately goes to Cyrus. When they meet, neither of them shows any remorse. They accuse each other of betrayal, but eventually, Cyrus asks the reason for her visit. Abby explains, "You have to do a theft for me," and she recounts everything the officer told her. She tells him, "You have to steal all that gold." Cyrus informs his colleagues, who are shocked, but Cyrus says, "I understand this job is difficult, but it is crucial. If those people succeed in their plan, the entire city will be destroyed by the flood, and innocent people will die." They begin investigating how Lars and the Mafia plan to execute their plan. It is discovered that all the gold will first come out of Lars's den. Then the gold will be transported by trucks and then flown to its destination by plane. Cyrus and his team start planning their mission. The hacker suggests, "If we create a plane that looks exactly like theirs, it will be easy to steal the gold." But the challenge was finding such a plane. Cyrus mentions, "I met a rich guy at an auction who deals in planes. He has a plane that looks similar. We can modify it to look exactly like the target plane." They decide to approach this plane dealer. The dealer shows them the magnificent plane, which is indeed beautiful, but has numerous LED screens and makes a lot of noise, making it forbidden to fly. The dealer refuses to lend it to them. Abby then asserts her authority. "I'm a police officer. It's illegal to keep such planes. If you don't give it to us, you will go to jail." The dealer, under pressure, finally agrees. With the plane secured, the next major challenge was to evade radar detection. They needed to create a PSI, phase shift interferometer, to produce signals, making it appear as though only one plane was flying, despite there being two. However, when the two planes would align, both would momentarily appear on radar. They needed someone inside the headquarters to manage this. Abby recalls, "I know an officer at the airport, a friend who works in the headquarters. He can help us." They meet this officer, who is in a wheelchair. Initially he refuses, saying, "Sorry, I cannot be involved in theft." Cyrus then offers him $1 million for his cooperation. The officer reluctantly agrees. The team starts their preparations. They modify the plane to resemble the target plane, paint it accordingly, and assemble the PSI machine. However, the PSI machine was bulky and resembled a bomb. Abby instructs the hacker, "Break down the PSI machine into smaller parts that can be distributed among team members to make it easier." The hacker agrees, and after much effort, creates smaller parts. Finally, the day of the heist arrives. The team splits into business and economy classes to spread out across the plane. It was discovered that Lars's associates were in business class, while the gold, 10 tons of it, was in the cargo hold. The hacker had disabled all the cameras to monitor the situation, and the lockmaster had installed his PSI machine in the bathroom. One team member, who was scared, didn't join them, so Abby had to handle his part. Abby goes to the business class bathroom to install the second PSI machine, but during the process, it slips and breaks into pieces. Abby is frantic, knowing she must reassemble and install the machine quickly. Meanwhile, goons start approaching the washroom, threatening to discover their plan and ruin everything. At the right moment, Cyrus arrives. Together, they manage to reconnect the machine and install it. The pilot uses his skills to fly and bring the plane down. The team waits for the PSI to activate, so the radar shows only one plane signal. At the headquarters, only 2 plane signals are visible. Seeing this, the airport officer's partner suggests informing the authorities, but Abby's partner assures, "This will be worse than usual. It will be fine in 2 to 3 minutes." He confuses her with his words. When the PSI activates, the pilot connects his plane with the other plane. This causes only one plane to be visible on the radar. The officer tells his partner, "Look, I told you, now it's fine." The lockmaster reaches the area where the gold safe is located. He uses his high-tech machine to try to break the lock. However, the goons become suspicious and start heading towards the gold. Cyrus learns about this and begins to intercept them, leading to a fierce fight between the thieves and Lars's goons. The pilot, feeling the turbulence from the fight, informs the headquarters. Abby then instructs the other officers, "The weather is bad. You need to land the plane at the nearest airport." The pilot starts to land the plane, but the runway is too small, making the landing difficult. He manages to land the plane at the small airport. Cyrus's pilot partner also lands their plane there. Lars realizes that their plane has been hijacked and orders, "Whoever has stopped my gold from reaching me, kill them or bring them to me." The lockmaster apologizes to Cyrus, "Please forgive me. I couldn't steal the gold by breaking the lock in time." They decide to take the gold and go to Lars. Meanwhile, the mafia arrives to finalize their deal, planning to flood the city to manipulate market shares. The mafia also discovers that their plane has been hijacked, but Lars reassures them, "My goons have taken control. You will get your goods. Just finalize the deal today." The fight on the plane continues, destroying the PSI machine. Both planes appear on the radar again. The government sends fighter jets to intercept the plane. Cyrus and the pilot turn the plane upside down, writing, "There are people inside," to prevent an attack. The fighter jets refrain from attacking, but follow the plane to ensure they can handle the situation upon landing. The plane lands on the grounds of Lars's palace, crashing through with great force, destroying the house and breaking the security wall. As the plane moves forward, all the gold spills out. The mafia tells Lars, "I will take all this gold and our deal is cancelled." As he tries to leave, Lars, in a fit of rage, shoots and kills him. At this point, the police arrive, having followed the planes. They move in to handle the entire situation, bringing the chaos to a close